right, we're live. Or I'm live. Unlisted live. You know, that'll be a video later today. I meant to do this last night, but I was just so tired when I got home. The heat really takes it out of you. And Alice drives around with the windows open all the time. So I pulled a couple more big images. I really like this one. I'm almost tempted to put it on the back. We'd have to take a little bit off this side because we'd want it to be inside the... So we'd lose some of this up here. So I'm thinking I might make it the back cover. And then I might save room, you know, to put something else at the bottom. So yeah, let's do that. And let's... Okay, so I've got a good eye on about where I'd like that to be. My cutter's buried under some things. Still working on sorting out my stuff and getting rid of some more things. Whether they wind up in the trash, the Goodwill, or the sale, we'll see. I'm not, at the moment, having happy, good feelings about stuff. So yeah, we'll leave a little border all the way around, you know, because that's how we do it. But I do like that. I like that a lot. It's a lot of fun. That's from one of those travel brochures. I think that one was about Texas, obviously, you know. Everything's bigger in Texas and all that stuff. So, let's get... I just refilled the glue. That's what I was doing while I was getting ready to come on here. And I ate some food, so I won't be hungry. I was going to make breakfast burritos today for me and Mike. And Else said she didn't like breakfast burritos. But I was tired, and so I was running a little late. I was slow getting out of bed. So she went ahead and made some breakfast burritos for her and Mike, relieving me of the burden of making any breakfast for other people. So I just had some cheddar wurst. The cheddar-filled hot dogs, you know. Why go through all the trouble of making a burrito just for me? Maybe tomorrow. Maybe I'll be less tired tomorrow. I've taken some B12. It hasn't quite kicked in yet. But I do have some little bit of paper towel out here for the glue. There we go. Now I don't know what we'll put down here, but we'll keep an eye out for something that works, right? We might put 2 or 3 somethings. Who knows? Now back to this front end. Let's move the glue. I'm going to put the glue lid over here so I don't lose it. And we have the original doodah, which needs to be trimmed a little. But I also pulled this, which is very nice and fits. You know, we would want to maybe trim off that. I don't know that I necessarily want to put it here. And then we also have this. But I'm thinking I may want to use that on a page in there. So let's put that right here. And we'll decide between here and here. I think this says summer a little more to me. Like summer fun than the other. So let's just fold that a little bit. We'll trim a little bit off. That might not actually be quite enough. So let's... Yeah, we need a little bit more than that. We're probably going to wind up removing most of the house that's back there, or the boathouse, or whatever it is. I don't think I want to take off any more than that, because then we're getting really close to that dock. So I think we'll have it overlap just a smidge here, but not... I want to keep it away from here, where the fold is, you know. So let's go ahead and fold that the other way as well. Make sure that this is lined up so it's straight. think that'll do it. We'll ink up the edges on these two. And we'll have the front and back thing going on where it's not upside down. Not that there's anything wrong with that. You know, we all make mistakes. We just go with it. So we'll use these two somewhere else in the glue book. I didn't ink this one, which I don't think is that big a deal because it's so dark around the edges, but I would like to ink this side. I hope you guys are having a great Fri-Yay. I hope work treated you well if you worked today. I hope your Friday evening is amazing. I don't know if we're going out tonight. I'm hedging my bets, you know. We need to. We're not making as much as we'd like. It's been kind of slow this week. Post-holiday week, and I know stores are already gearing up for back to school, so parents maybe as well. One of the bonuses to being a little slower is most of our orders have been for downstairs stuff. Not all of them, but most of them. We wound up on the strip yesterday evening, all the way down there to the Hilton, maybe, if I remember right. I don't remember. Anyway, it was a big, big, tall building. But the guy came down and met us at reception, so I didn't have to wander around in a hotel looking for a room or a person. They ordered oxtail, something with oxtail from a nice restaurant. And then they had us go to an Albertsons way down in the bad part of Vegas, you know, just off the strip where it's a little sketchy. And we wound up buying Captain Crunch and a gallon of milk, half a gallon of milk. So I imagine they were eating something schmancy, and the kid was like, F you people, I want Captain Crunch. And he won. Whether it was his breakfast or his dinner, or hers, you know, could it be, I'm assuming boy, but it could be a girl. Because I love Captain Crunch, but I love peanut butter Captain Crunch. That is the bomb. It's jammed up a little bit. Let me get a pokey tool. Pardon me for a moment. Anyway, so yeah, this oxtail dish, which I didn't read what it was. Else had to go in and get it because it was from one of the Dash. There's like a Dash store, and then there's like a Dash restaurant kind of thing, where it's like a virtual business and they do several kinds of foods. If anything Dash involved, where it's the actual Dash place, she has to go in herself. The rest of it I do, because her foot's still bothering her. This was the last of one glue bottle, so we may have quite some sticking, you know, until whatever goober in there works its way out. There's always a few floaties at the end that seem to want to clog up the tip. And that was quite a big bottle of glue that I was refilling. It was the biggest size you can get. That's not a gallon. Oh, okay. Well, let's smudgy that around a little bit with my finger. That's quite a bit of glue. Okay. Anyway, I just thought some summer glue booking would be fun. You know what? I forgot to turn on the overhead light in here. I got yelled at for having 3 lights on all the time. And so I sit around in the dark most of the time. During the day and at night too. Tired of getting yelled at. There, now they look maybe less like they're upside down. So now I forget to turn it on. Let me see if I can flip the switch with my handy dandy back scratcher. Pardon me, pardon my reach. Aha! There we go. Let there be light. I just need to remember to turn it off when I'm done. Okay, so that is the inside front cover. And then we've got the inside back cover, which is not quite, oops. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Get a little glue thing going on. That's okay. We're gluing over it anyways. Not we need to worry about it. Feel like it's sort of, let me put something in there so that we don't stick the, I just put away all the, okay, let's do that because it kind of was right in there. Okay. So now we get to pick a page. Oh, and I'm goobering everywhere. Great. I'm goobering. That'll be fun later. Okay. Maybe let's put this lid on for right now. It's very warm in here. It's I think it's at 108 right now. Yesterday the high said 114 for today. It's supposed to only be 111. I looked before it came on. And I have a headache. Oh. Don't worry, I also have water. I just went and got a fresh one. Because I finished the other one. All right, let's find a page we want to work on today. What are we feeling like? Oh, there's the little cactus that was a little bit creepy from yesterday. Okay. What page do I feel like working on? That one might need some words on it, huh? All right. And this is the page we worked on yesterday. Let's see about... Hey, oh, that's the middle. I want to think about the middle. Let's do this one then. Let's do something with a little yellow on it. I'm feeling the yellow today. So, you know what I didn't do is use any of my fussy cuts yesterday. Which way do we need to go to make sure this is on screen? Or maybe we could just tilt the camera this way just a little. No, not like that. Okay. Okay, close enough for government work. All right. So big pile of images that we have. Still the ones from yesterday. But also, I was thinking about this giant pile of s'mores. I'm digging it. So it's on a blue thing. And where I was going to trim it a little bit. So let's go ahead and take a little bit of this end off. But I think I'm just going to trim the white part that's torn off there. And then take some off the other side. I don't really want to lose any of the s'mores. And s'mores is, you know, I associate it with camping, but also with summer. A little bit with fall. I made that very wonky. So we're going to have to do it anyway. Let's just make sure we get a nice even thing. Sometimes I just can't cut a straight line for nothing. And other times I do okay. Come on. Oh, my computer's being, oh, it's the scissors. I put the scissors down near the keyboard and I think it brushed the, oh, stop it. I think it brushed the mouse thing in the middle. And, okay. There we go. Oop. So we're still gonna, well, I think I'd feel a little better if it had just a little bit more border on the side there. So we'll just take a tiny little bit off. We can still see that there's a Hershey's bar there, so that's not that big a deal. But yeah, I don't know. Alice hasn't really been into it this week. She's been going, and probably because her foot hurts. I mean, I don't blame her. I'm not being bitchy about it, truly. Okay, I'm gonna wait and ink everything at once, and let's see what we do here. Let's start with the bigger images per usual. Yes, yes. Some little ones. Let's look at these bigger ones and see. I'm not feeling that right now. I don't think. Maybe something a little more campy. Since we've got the s'mores, you know. Let's see about something a little more camp-like. No, I don't like that so much today. Okay. So yeah, it's a little warm today. But you know where I'm feeling most comfortable at right now? Look, it's 92. That feels okay to me, you know? So I've acclimated some because before that it was definitely not 92. I'm not seeing anything camp. We got some boats. A lot of landscapies. There's a... Uh-oh, something's happening on my screen. That's a fall thing. We gotta put that over with the fall stuff. Oh my god. Summer, it's a penguin. It's the Madagascar penguins. And tutus. Oh my god. Let's do that. That is too fun. Oh, really? Really, AVG? Now? We need it now? Right now? Sometimes. Oh my god, and I figured out my computer is being a shit because it wanted to do a Microsoft update. Gurmagurd. A lot of water stuff. I'll have to do a water page. Not see anything in here. Oh, and that's just too big. Oh, here we go. That is very big also. Okay, but that could work with a couple of smaller images. Just looking through the rest of this pile. Okay, that could definitely work. Those are very big images, but that just means we'll do more than one set of pages today, yeah? So I've got all the little small stuff. Let's find something for up here, right? What do we think would go good up there with s'mores and a campfire? That's cute, but it doesn't really go with it. Oh, you know what? That could go on the back cover, though. Let's look at that for the back cover. On the bottom of the back cover. There's a little tenty thing. That might work. Let's see. About the ice cream. Not yet. Oh, here's another little campfire pick. Now, if we could just find a tiny little tenty kind of thing, or something that just seems like camping instead of, yeah, something that says s'mores to me. I don't know what it is, but oh, there's another little. Oh, that's the same picture as that, only closer up. Okay, so we have choices. Let's keep that out. Oh, I mean, I have not got the fan Jana sent me on. There's a little. There we go. There's an RV maybe. Let's see if we have anything else. Wait. That is a winter pick. I don't know how it wound up in here. This also a fall pick. That's pumpkins. Well, maybe it got some piles mixed up outside. Okay. Oh, some beer or maybe some tea. I can't tell. I think it's beer. So that could also be a thing. Campfires and beers is a thing that happens. Not with me, but with other people, yeah. Okay, so let's go with the larger picture here. And then let's do that. And maybe that. And one of that. Maybe like that. Do I like that? I like that. I like that. Let's do it. Let's ink it all up and make it happen. Whew. Okay. So we're not going to use that one. Let's put that out of the way for right now. And let's get these inked up. This should go pretty quickly. Still watching NCIS. I'm in season 4. I watched all the Scream movies except number 4, which is not one of my favorites, so not a big loss. And I watched it recently, so it's not like I forgot any details. That includes the new one that's out on Paramount Plus. I think they might have killed the franchise for me, guys. I love the idea of where they were going with it. I did not love the execution. And I won't say any more than that in case somebody wants to watch it or hasn't watched it and is going to. If anybody wants to discuss it with me, let me know. Because I loved the bigger, better, badder kind of theme they were trying to go with. For me, I don't feel like it got there, but other people might feel differently. If you have thoughts on it, I'd love to hear them. Obviously, you need to message me or email me. Or make sure you write spoilers all over your comments if you comment in the comment section, which is fine. But do make sure you put in a spoiler alert for somebody else. It's been out for a hot minute, but that doesn't mean everybody who wants to see it has seen it. So I've been kind of in a bitchy mood the last couple days. I will admit I don't really have the patience for some shenanigans right now. I think those are the Madagascar penguins done in black and white drawings. The third one is probably on here. The other ones were probably on here, just not attached to the summer thing. Oh, I didn't get this one yet, I don't think. Gotta ink our s'mores. I've been a little short-tempered when I feel like people are being unnecessarily dramatic. You know what? There's a little area here where the cutter got caught and didn't quite. Oh, I can straighten it out because there's a line on the back. Hold on. There's an actual line. So we'll just fix that and then we'll ink this last edge up. There's like a calendar back here so I can get it straight without having it be woo 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 wavy all over the place. Okay, so let's start with the big images first. So we'll move that out of the way. And we'll glue it. There we go. The summer. It's extra colorful. And I do love the Madagascar penguins. I love the Madagascar penguin movie. I love them in all the Madagascars. Cartoon movies. It just makes me happy. It's one of those things. Okay. There we go. All right. So good. So good so far. So far, so good. All right. So now we're going to put down the big fire pit one. I like it. Anybody got plans for the weekend? Feel free to say so in comments. I'd love to know. How was your week? Did you have a good week? Did you not have a good week? I'm sorry if you didn't have a good week. That sucks. I hope you're in good health. It's summer. I really hate getting sick in the summer. I do. Because you're hot. At least we are here. I understand it's kind of hot all over. And the weather's kind of been, in other places, there have been some tornadoes and other junk. I did hear it was going to be a La Nina summer, but I don't really remember what that means. I think it might mean less storms out on the water, less hurricanes. But I can't remember what it meant temperature-wise. I know we had that long, unseasonably cool period for here. Okay, so that's looking pretty good so far, I think. And then we're going to do this big one next. Well, this bigger one. Eating any good food? I had that salad yesterday. Oh my God. It was the bomb. I'm not going to lie to you. It was so delicious. The dressing was good. The chips with the guac was good. The pico de gallo. That was a good meal. Stuck with me for hours and hours, which was awesome because, we went out. And I didn't really eat before we went out because I was still super full. But we didn't leave the house until 7:45. And Els was ready to be done about 12 o'clock. We went ahead and took one more run because we hadn't hit $50 yet. And I made the mistake of saying a little while back that I thought we should go out about 7. And I meant be out in our area with the thing on at 7. So I meant leaving the house like 6 or 6:30 in case we need to get gas and all the other stuff. And so now we're getting out there after 8 o'clock to be doing our thing. By the time we get to the area where we're going to deliver and we turn the thing on, and we've gone to the post office and got the gas or, whatever needed to be done beforehand, it's after 8 o'clock. And that is too late, in my opinion. But I have to be honest, I don't think Elsa's heart is really in it this time. So, maybe just time for her to say, I don't feel like doing this right now, and we don't do it. We don't have to scavenger this year, or we could just go to Utah, to Salt Lake for, an overnighter. We don't have to go on a big trip. That's always been about her. I don't. Other than I'd like to go to Round Top at some point, I really don't have any hard and fast places, No, I've never been to Colorado. Would I love to go? Sure. But not if, that's not what she's feeling. And quite honestly, I'd be just as happy staying home and working here. I'm not super picky about the scavenger's more about Els than it is about me. And I still didn't, like a dork, did not do any of my fussy cuts. So let's put the words aside for just a second. I think these are all going to be kind of too big. And that doesn't really go with, okay, hold on. Let's see what we got in here. Nope. Nothing for the, okay, we have gone, I got to use, I am going to do another page. But let's find some words, maybe. Let's put that over there. Most of these words just say summer, but we have a few that say other stuff. That's for a surfing picture. Summer, summer, the summer we need. Taste of summer. We've already got a word, summer over there. Grew up some passion. Summer, summer, summer. Fun in the summer. Fun in the sun. And some clouds. Okay. So I'm going to break out the words. I think I see them. Let's see if I see them. These are just everyday words. Let's find something that works. But let's go ahead and put the glue on, the lid on the glue so that we don't. Sometimes I travel. It all happens here. Ooh, that's a good one for the fire, right? All of the storytelling and the... That's nice. I mean, it could be construed as creepy, but it's not. It could just be, all the fun happens here, right? So let's get a little glue on there. Let's just smudge that little dollop around some. We do not need a ton of glue on a skinny word thing. Just enough to get it to stick down. I like that. I like that it all happens around the campfire. That's fun. Or the tent site, or, your little cabin. I am still working on getting the Boo Crew kit cabin in the woods. Because that could be summer, fall. Even winter. You could go to the cabin in the woods for Christmas. I'm obviously going to make mine creepy, but it could happen any old way. And if you want to do the movie Cabin in the Woods, that would be fine too. You could do a compilation of horror movies set at a cabin in the woods, or like, Crystal Lake is a summer camp thing. That's kind of the same juju. So I think that's all we need for this one. We may add, oh, look at that. We may add a few other small pictures as we build up, or maybe some stickers or something if we find something that we like. But for right now, this one is done, and I'm pretty happy with it. But there's plenty of room to add in some things if we want to here. So let's choose another doodah, yeah. I don't know if I want to do the inside, but maybe we find a nice big picture for this. Because we do have some nice ones in here. I've got big ice cream, but that's... Oh. I don't know where we're going to find a page big enough for that. We might have to do something like that, you know. Where we cut it down a little bit and do like a center. Oh, we could put that in the center. That could be our middle, guys. That might do it. Let's think about that for a little bit. Excuse me. Oh, I burped. Unattractive. Sorry. Okay. What else do we have in here for big images? Nope. We have the two from earlier, wherever those got off to. Let's see. I think we got a couple other. I think they're under the words I just took out over here. Let's see if either one of those work there decently. Otherwise, we'll be on the lookout. I do have a whole nother thing that has some. It's not completely filled with. Now that I could get behind because we just trim it down just a little bit. I think I like that. I think I like it. I think we're going to go with it. We'll get out the other one just in case. Oops, nope, that's fall. I lost the other one. Okay. It's around here somewhere. Let's go with this one. So, and then we'll do one other set of pages after that, I think. Depends on how much time it takes me to get this together. But I am going to turn it kind of this way for a little bit. So I want to put a little edge on it. So here, this is where it's going. So we're going to hold that right about there. Just going to put a little edge on both sides. Okay. So let's see, it's going to go like that. There's the... And then do we want to trim it from the top? I think we'll trim from the top. And I think we just need to go about that far. We'll see if that's... I'm going to fold it, but before I tear it. Yeah, that's more than adequate. That's fine. That will work. Get a nice sharp fingernail crease in that sucker. Anybody got summer vacation plans? How close is it to kids going back to school? I know it's like the first or second week of August. Here, a lot of them go back the first week of August. And it's the same way in Phoenix, but different school districts, you know, start different. Anybody still have school starting in September? I think it's very rare now. I do. Okay, so we're going to do it just like that. So let's go ahead and ink that up. But if you do, I'd love to hear about it. I think September is perfect, but I'm also a fan of year-round school. I think it just works out better for working parents. And that's most families. Now, let's be honest. Most families do have both parents working out of the home. Most people don't take a whole summer off and go on a family vacation. They might take a couple weeks at most. Okay, so let's go ahead and put some glue down on that. I need to put my glasses on so I can see a little clearer. No words involved, but I think it might be finally time to consider going to the optometrist. I'm thinking I don't need it for far away. And these reading glasses, I have to wear them to look at the phone to do the deliveries. But they make everything, including my feet, look blurry, you know. So I have to be very careful because I did fall down the stairs the other day. About 10 days ago. It was the first day we went back after that week we took off because she wasn't feeling good and I wasn't feeling good. I think honestly she still doesn't feel that good. And she's just not saying so. And I don't want her to get sick, and Mike's being awfully fussy about the whole thing. But every time I ask, I'm fine. All right, let's find some words maybe to go with that too. I think we may have to go bucket of words again. Let's see. Ooh, let's get away. That's a nice one. Yeah, I think I'm going to go with that. I'm going to run with it. Yeah. If it popped up that easily, you just go with it, right? This is a little crooked right here. I'm just going to try and trim it a little bit straighter. I'm bad about that sort of thing. No straight edges in my world. So obviously I didn't get to the serial killer thing because I went to bed last night earlier than I expected. But I'm going to work on it tonight / tomorrow. So there'll be one up on Sunday. And then it's a little bit crooked here too. Let's just try and... I'm just a wonky scissor person. Oh my God. Okay. Even right here is a little bit. I was in a rush when I trimmed this. I remember doing it. But I was like, oh, I'll fix it later. Okay. That's not perfect, but it's a little bit straighter. So yeah, so I think I'm, because I used to just need it to read words. Now sometimes I need it to focus on where the edges of stuff are and whatnot. Some of that could just have to do with poor lighting because I'm sitting in the dark a lot. Not total dark, but not this light. And I could open the blinds, but the little thing where you like turn the blinds is missing on these blinds. And put them up requires me getting on the bed, and most days there's stuff on my bed. So and I kind of like to leave the blinds closed for the insulation, keeping the heat out of the room, because they're not double pane windows. They're old school windows. So you can feel the heat, when you stick your hand between the blinds and the... So I like to think I'm conserving a little energy by keeping the blinds closed. I get more light in my room than Sandy does in hers. She put up blackout curtains so she could sleep better. And she never opens them, so it's always super dark in that room. I would get so depressed, y'all. I can't have it like that. Not that I don't like pitch black for sleeping, but I worked enough third shift in my life that I can sleep when I sleep. Okay, so we'll get to that part later, but I do like, and like I said, we might put more words on here later. We might add some stickers or a fun border or something. Who knows? Who knows? Not high, says the little red one. What do we want to do? Where do we want to do it at? Okay, I'm not ready for here yet. What did I think I was going to do with that? Oh, we thought we might. I put it there to... Uh-oh. Okay, that's all dry now. I think I want to avoid using a really big picture this time, because we've used big pictures the last few times. So let's see about maybe just right here. Maybe just right here. Yeah, I think that would be nice. Let's try using smaller images this time. So let's go just with our small pile and see what we do. Gross couple stuff. Okay. And we just used that image, so we don't want to use it again. Okay, that's not, maybe we do a beachy, kind of just near the ocean kind of thing. We've got people surfing, people carrying surfboards. I have glue on my finger that's driving me bananas because it keeps poking my other finger. Okay. Wait, what? Oh, that's the wing of an airplane, which suggests vacation time. That's a river. Ooh, that's a lake. Probably a lake. Pool. Water slide. That's a water park. Ice cream. That's in the woods. That's actually a fall picture. I think we just wound up putting that there because it looks like an actually summery thing. Water park. Okay, lake pictures. Oops. Ooh. Okay, that's probably on the ocean. It's like a summer garden theme. That's probably a lake. Probably a lake. Maybe the ocean. I don't know. A little big for what we have space we have left. That could be the beach, maybe. We'll put it there, but it's a little bigger than there's a little kid surfing. That's kind of fun. Okay. Tubing. Picture of Erie. Oops. Oop, big fish. He was that big. More fishies. That's a beach picture. Naked kid eating ice cream. Well, at least shirtless kid. Great. What's happened at the end of the summer? Uh-oh. Upside down pictures. That's rafting. Lake or river. Lake, river. Mountains. Let's see what else we've got. Let's put some of that over there. We've got some slightly bigger pictures here. Just looking for some, if there's anything ocean in here. Next session. There's a guy doing a surfy thing. I'll pull out some of the other images. I feel like we've seen these a lot now. That's not really people on the beach. Nope. They're falling. Lake. Barn. That's like yacht stuff or fishing boat stuff. Okay. Ooh, I feel so warm. There's a pier, but not really any people. I don't know. That's the vibe I'm looking for. Kayaking, water skiing, that's probably on a lake. Okay, all the rest of this is mountains, lakes, stuff like that. Okay, so these are the images we have to work with. I think I'm going to take this one out because most of ours are people-y pictures, except that one maybe. That one's, those don't have people. So let's see. I like the surfy guy. He looks like he's having fun. So let's see what we feel like now. These are our choices. That's kind of cute. And I love the little kid surfing, right? Now this one I'm definitely leaving some places to add in more. A little bling. Because I am going to come through with some stickers and some blingy stuff. So let's do that one. And cut them edges. But regardless of whether we go out tonight, I'm going to go out and do the best work I can. Because that's what it is to go out and do things as a team. Put your best effort out there. And I do like doing it, it's fun. Except when we have to go, neither one of us likes getting down on the strip. It's just so crowded, and there's all kinds of construction, and it's so bright. I feel overstimulated every time I go down there. It's a little much for me. But I like doing it everywhere else. Sometimes we get into some sketchy neighborhoods. Thankfully, luckily, it's mostly been during the day, and I don't mind so much then, because what's completely creepy and freaking you out at night is just a little, concerning during the day. Because Vegas has weird pockets of completely normal and then, like totally white trash ghetto kind of stuff going on. We have seen a lot of people, it's summer. It's nice to go to some places and you see people and they've, taken out a couple of dining tables out into a public area, and there's 2 or 3 families out there hanging out with all their kids and having a little barbecue or just, a potluck kind of thing. I've been seeing more of that. You don't really see that at houses, We barely know our neighbors here. After 4 years, some of them still don't even wave hello to me. So I do like that sense of community feeling, It's nice to be a part of a community. Okay. And I think we're going to put this one here and that one down there. So let's work from there. And we may find some little bitty ones that we want to put in some in-between areas, because we do have an itty bitty pile as well. And I'm deliberately not lining them up, edge to edge. I don't really like that look. It's not a photo album. I actually prefer things to overlap and cover every gap. But I'm trying to be better about quote-unquote white space. Alice has been drinking a lot of water, guys. She's pulled back on the Dr. Pepper and she's drinking more water. which is good because it's hot out. Okay. I still do like this one though. Maybe. I wonder if there is. Oh, we could do that, and I think I like that. So we neither need a word or a really tiny picture right there. So let's ink the edge on this one. I like that. I do like that. Let's make it happen. We didn't get any nugget orders last night. You know that? No nuggies. We did get a big order at the end of the last order of the night. Was from McDonald's, but it was for double cheeseburgers and double quarter pounders meals. French fries and sodas and stuff. To a house, which was nice. Usually, it's almost guaranteed that the last order is going to be on the second or third floor of an apartment. No gate code. Now, this one, the last one for last night, did not have a gate code. No, it was the second to the last one. A lot of people don't want to, it's leave it at the door. Leave it at the door. They don't want to make contact. Even after all this time I think it's just become a thing now. Leave food on my doorstep. I want to snatch it as soon as you walk away. You know? I don't mean they're avoiding me specifically. Just people like to have food delivered. I get it. I don't like people either. I want to tip them generously. I just don't want to see them. Just throw my food at the door, please. Don't spill my soda. The McDonald's that we go to, though, there's an employee in there, and he's a total dick. He is cranky every night. He hates DoorDash orders for some reason. I need to get a new paper towel thing, I think. Uh-oh, I might be... Oh, there's one more. Whew. Oh, and we missed match here. Let me grab the glue stick and let's fix that. Okay. Okay, we did pretty good. Let's see about probably a small picture we could use. No, let's see about words then. Pull down our pen because I only have big words over there. Like large size words, not. We could use adventure on there. It's always coffee time, frozen time. Definitely not autumn. 50 ways to lose your aliens. Nightmare on Main Street. These are my creepy words. I don't feel like digging for my regular words. Rise. Probably not having a surf revolution. Let's see. That's big, big, big. Sharing the sky. Oh, that could be good down here for this one. That involves the... Actually, that works either way. I think it's better there. So both of those have kites or in a parachute-y thing. Okay, that works. Let's see. Ghost and Goblins. Last Tango in Minneapolis. Oops, that's his secrets. Obsessed. Threshold. Join. Come see us. And then I'm thinking of putting adventure up here. So I think that would work. I think that looks nice. I think we'll do that. The little surfer dude, come see us. That's cute. Okay, so let's cut adventure off here. And we'll cut the word friends off there because there's no F. And we'll put travel over here with these other words. Okay, let me grab some inky. TUR, adventure, no E. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Well, I'm going to run with it. I'll get in there in a second and find an E. Give me just a second. I got some alphabet letters. In a box that I actually know where it is. Okay. Let's see about the E. It's an F. Oh, please. Oh, I found an E. It's a big E, but it's a big E. We'll put that on there. It'll be fine. Just embrace what we've got. Okay. I'm so warm right now because the door is closed. Okay. Put it right here since we have to put that big E at the end. We'll even run it off there just a smidge. There's probably somebody out there yelling at the screen, don't do it. Can't take yourself too seriously. It's a bad idea. Okay. Okay. And this one. There we go. I put a little bit too much glue on that one. And that still leaves room to add a few things. Okay. Let's see. All right, well, let's see what we want to do over here now. Let's take out some more of this stuff. Let's just take out a hunk of stuff out of here and see what we feel like. Okay. You guys would probably like to see the images, huh? All right. There's a nice picture of a lake. So now there's some tenty stuff, right? I don't know. Maybe let's do... that is a winter picture. Ooh, that's like a creepy woods kind of thing. Very green though. Summer. There's a guy hiking. So maybe we need. So what can you do? We could do beach, desert, woods, probably a lake or some mountains. Here's a beachy scene. We'll have to round the edges on all of these if we wind up doing this, because maybe I want to do it this way because this one has rounded edges, and it would be weird if only one of them had rounded edges. Okay. Let's see what else. What do we like? Or a waterfall, maybe a waterfall. Some tubing. That feels more like fall to me than summer. Let's put that over there. There's a bicycle. Ice cream. Relief. This is not really a people, even though there's a guy down there, he's tiny. There's some little tiny people down there. Let's see. Flower. Ooh, that's definitely a fall picture. Get boat docks. That's definitely a lake. I think that I would like it to be smaller though. I'll leave it there because we can always cut it down a little bit from one side or the other. Now let's see what else we've got over here. No. Road trip. No. Camping on a remote little island from a jet ski. I'd be worried the jet ski would float away. And I'd be stuck on that tiny island with no food. And we all know I'm food oriented. Well, that might be fun. Although none of our other pictures really have people in them, big peoples. What about? Oh, that might be nice. Let's see about that as an option. Underwater stuff, but doesn't really go with the rest of that. I'm not feeling it today. Got some ripped pictures. We'll have to do some ripped picture pages. Animal. Okay. So let's set those over there, along with probably those. Oh, I'm gonna get a drink, you guys. Water. So let's see. If we trim it up from the bottom and the top a little bit. I think I still want to put the bicycle on there. That doesn't really fit. And that's okay, because I think, so let's round some edges here. Give me a second. Oh, too hot. I'm going to have to stop for a second, guys, and grab that fan. I have got too hot here. Let me just get that plugged into the, and turn it on. So that's going to make some instant relief. I do believe. Okay. I'm going to turn it up a little bit while I'm cooling down. Let me edge that away a little bit. Okay. Sorry, guys. I just needed to cool down for a second. I could be having a hot flash too. Hard to say in this weather. Just want to keep it cool. Trying to round up some corners on this thin magazine paper. Sometimes it works just fine, and other times it's like, nope, I'm not cutting that. Okay, so there's that. Anybody had any ice cream lately? What kind? Bars, actual ice cream, fruity stuff, sherbet? What's your jam? One of the orders we had, I think it was last week, was a lady buying 4 kinds of ice cream. She bought a little bit of stuff from Albertsons, I think it was. Like a little fruit, a case of Coke, some kind of energy drink thing that I'd never heard of, a couple other small things, I think some kind of snack cracker or cookie or something, and then 4 kinds of ice cream. She bought like a pack of 2 or 3 Magnum bars, some gelato, and 2 Ben & Jerry's flavors in the little containers. Dude, her grocery bill is $75 for that little bit of food. But the ice creams were expensive, you know. I think the 3 little Magnum bars were $7 or $8. The Ben & Jerry's were, you know, those are like $4 or $5 a piece, between 3 and 5 usually. Any more, closer to 5. I'm just eating some edges. The gelato was, I think, in over $6. And, you know, even though the Coke was on sale and the energy drinks for like 8 of them, I think they're on sale for $7 and some change, like $7.46 or something like that. It's a lot. It felt like a lot to me for just a couple bags of groceries, really. Okay. So we're going to start with this top one, I think. Let's do that. Nicey roundy edges. I probably should have rounded the edges on the other one or put this on a different page, maybe. It just felt like a lot of money for a little bit of groceries. We're putting that one there and that one right there. Or maybe not. Now I'm all moving it around. I think that'll work. Okie dokie. I think I might have run out of things to say, you guys. So yeah, a Scream franchise of movies is one of my favorites. But I'm not in love with the new movie. I'm not in love with the new characters. The glue lid fell back down under the ironing board, so I'll have to make sure I remember to go get that after my live. I even like the MTV series, you know, except for the very last one. I didn't dig that one quite as much. When I watched the second time, I liked it a little bit more. So let's go ahead and put this one down next then. But it's still not my favorite. The very last of the, I think there were 3 seasons of the MTV Scream, maybe 4. I saw they brought another season of Slasher back, but I don't have the channel that comes on. And I had watched, I think, 2 of the seasons, and I hadn't watched the 3rd season. I think it was a 4th season that came out. Again, I like the idea of it, but I want that to come down a little bit right here. I remember Slasher. I think the first one was set up like a summer camp thing. And then I can't remember about the 2nd season. Very much of it. Yeah, I think that's going to work for me. Okay. Because that means what I may do is look for some small pictures to go up here. Just to fill it out a little bit more. Because, you know, I like all things horror pretty much. All right. That had a little tear right in it down there that I didn't see before. Smoosh it down. Smoosh it down. Okay, last one. Bicycle with balloons. And I think the movie It started in the summer too. So you could do, maybe next summer we'll do a horror story, like based on movies that are set in the summer that are horror movies. I don't know, you guys, let me know in the comments what you think. I love it when you guys comment, and it does help my metrics, you know, because these aren't lives. There's no interaction. I mean, I filmed it as a live, but it's unlisted, so nobody sees when I'm doing it. But let's see if we can find some little pictures in here to use. I think there are very small ones in here. But nobody can, like talk while I'm doing this. So it kind of I could cover up that guy, but then we'd be putting, there's really, to speak of, not, people aren't prominent in this one, so. Okay, that's just some birds and stuff. In a woods. If we rounded the edges, that could go there maybe. That's black and white. It's like a coastal pic, but it's too big for that. Okay. Oh, there's our little, see, that's what I'm talking about, stickers to add in. Load up for a summer of fun. There's that little kid. I think that's a little too stylized because we could cut off one of the umbrellas and put it. Maybe I will, though. Maybe I kind of dig that. Maybe. Okay. Let's see what else we got. I may have to break into that other. Whoa! Okay. Oh, got some little ones down here. We got some little ones right here. Let me move this pile out of the way. Those are big ones, so we're not even going to consider those at the moment. Okay. Yeah, like I said, we could cut one of the umbrellas off and use that. Okay. There's some people playing on the beach here. That's too much beach together, though. Well, that's a lake. So what if we move this over? Because that's woods together, right? Are we doing too much stuff together? And okay, so that's an option. Okay, so no on those ones. Let's see what other small stuff we've got in here. Oh, we got some more words. I found more words. This is good. I think that's too much water. Oh, that's kind of fun. I don't know if it goes with our thing, but it's fun. I'm just looking through some pictures here. These are definitely people-y ones. Although we do have there. So I think, let's see. It's a little bit bigger of that same one. Oh, cocktail. You know I love cocktails. There's a surfboard. There's our guy in his hat. We got to use him. Not in this picture, obviously. Okay, there's a couple more cocktails there. Ooh, there's a car fender. There's another one. Ooh, little Oh, I love this badminton one. Makes me happy. Okay. All right, we've got plenty to work with here. We should be able to come up with a couple now that work for us. Okay, I think I'm going to save that so I don't have to trim it down. Because we've got other small ones here, right? We could definitely. I like that one right there, I think. Kind of getting a kick out of that. So maybe just add in some funny stuff. Put that right there. Okay. Maybe cut that down to just the surfboard. I don't know. Or use the big one. I think that would look cool there. And I don't think we need the car fender. Okay. I think we've got our thing. Let's ink these up. I think I am going to cut. I said cut. I'm going to tear a little bit off the front end of this to make it a little, just a smidge smaller. Carefully, carefully. Okay. Oh, but also around the edges. Rounding the edges. Doo-dah, doo-dah. Yeah, despite it being so hot, if in the evening it gets down to 92, I feel pretty happy right there. I'm not saying it's, 89, but it's definitely not 100 for sure. Okay, so we got the little pictures. Now let's go ahead and ink them up so that they don't just melt into the background. We're going to pop a little bit right there. Okay. I love the little bird with the suitcase. Now that is definitely out of a garden and gun, or gun and garden, whichever way it goes, magazine, which I haven't got one for a little while. I hope my subscription didn't lapse. I think it only comes out every 2 months, though. I think every time I worry about it, another one shows up. Okay. And that goes like that. Summer carnivals, right? All right. Go ahead and get a little glue down on these. And yes, we are covering up the hiking guy. It's not necessarily intentional. I just like that contrast right there. And I believe that's from a travel magazine. Just a nice little lit up Ferris wheel. It says Branson on there. And then our little shark thing down here. I like it. Da, 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 da. Right there. There we go. Now let's look at some of those words we picked up. Play hooky. Well, we could definitely put that right in the middle there, right? Hit the trails. Not necessarily this one. Seek more adventure. That's always fun. Okay. Let's see. I don't think we're ready for that. I don't think they're anymore. Ooh, the ultimate escape. Okay. And endless summer, right? Okay, I think I like it. Let's do that. Let's get a little three-peat going on. Just some fun little stuffs. Just trimming off this so it's got a smaller, footprint, profile, however you want to put it. Okay, so endless summer will go right over here. Play hooky in the middle. Or we might play them around. My scissors have a little bit of sticky, some tape on it for money. I guess I had an order for a couple of days in my Etsy store and I didn't realize it. I got it packed up. Hopefully we'll get it out to the post office today. I'm not sure how Elsa's feeling, but I'm going to assume. She hasn't said we're not going, and usually she would by now. But I've also got my door closed, so who knows. And then we've got the ultimate escape over here. Now that fan is making a difference for me. Love that fan. I just had unplugged it because I took the ironing board out and I vacuumed my whole room. And I hadn't started putting stuff back yet. And that was a couple of days ago. Okay, so do we want to do the bigger one up top? I think I like the bigger one in the middle. Okay. Let me get rid of the extra scraps because now I got tons of extra scraps over here I don't need. That will wind up on the floor. Oops. Nope, that's okay. Okay. All right, ink pad. Especially for the white edged ones. We can always add more words later if we find some nice, fun little ones. And stickers can always be a thing. Or even more small pictures if we find the right ones, right? Oh, Buggy's supposed to be coming today also. That could be him. It is 4:30. He didn't come last weekend because he was still recovering from heat stroke. They'd gone down to Texas for a wedding and he got a little too much sun. Poor little guy. And I heard there was no fireworks in Texas, so they didn't get to see any fireworks during the 4th of July. They went down for a week for the weekend before and all through. They came back, I think, the day after 4th of July. Because they were somebody in, I can't think of his name now. Dante's family, I think his sister getting married. So the whole family went down. Had a little too much fun, I guess. You know how kids are. I would have expected Shaylee or Ashton to wind up sunburned because they're so fair with the white blonde hair and the pale skin. Buggy's a little darker complected. But I think he's the more outdoorsy of all of them, you know, the most likely to want to play outside and stuff. He's also the youngest, so he hasn't quite succumbed to angsty teenagerhood. He still likes to play like a younger. He's about there. I think he's turning 12 in December, so he's got a year, maybe a little. He's supposed to be getting his phone this year when he starts school. And that's always the start, isn't it? It was with the other two. The longer they had the phones, the less they wanted to come. They wanted to do things at home and hang out with their friends. Okay. So there it is. So we did quite a bit today. So let's, we put on, SpaghettiOs. Oh dear. Okay. Not too bad. Not too bad. Let's go ahead and peel it off here, though, so we don't get just a little bit of. Okay. So that's our front cover. And then we added this on last night. Is this our? We got play hooky here too. Huh. Okay, and this was previously done. And there's a little bit of stuff over here. Previously done. That was done last night. This is previously done. This is last year. This is the one we did today. One of the ones we did today. And here's the one we just finished. And there is a little bit of a lift right there. There we go. That's from last year. We did this today. Now we may add a few things too. This is from last year. And that's from today. Oh, you know what? We had a thing that we wanted to try here, didn't we? Oh, well, I buried it. We'll try it later. We'll look at it next time. So that's our last page that we did today. Adventure with a big E. And that's it. That's all for tonight. I know it's a shorter video. Fridays usually go longer. But that's what I got for today. Sorry. But I will have you a serial killer video for Sunday. Sunday. Should load up around 3 o'clock, even though it will tell you it was done on Saturday. It will be your 3 p.m. Sunday serial killer doodah thing. All right, so I hope you guys have had a wonderful week, have had a fun Fri-Yay, and that your weekend is amazing. I hope that you stay cool, that you have fun and eat good eats. Spend time with your furry friends and maybe your real life friends if you're feeling up to it. And I will hopefully see you on Sunday with another video. However you guys are spending your days and nights, I hope it brings you great joy and happiness. Each and every one of you absolutely deserves it. Until I see you in one of my lives or in a box somewhere, I wish you the happiest of crafting. Bye, 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 bye. The end.